Are you ready? Roll it!
Hi everybody, this is Tiffany and I'm back for day 29. That's it. 29. One more day to go. Uno. Okay, I really only speak Spanish. Even though I took French. But anyway, there's only one. So let's get started, because the sooner we get this done, then the sooner we can get to tomorrow, and then we will be done, and it'll be May, and then we'll do some more stuff. So I don't know what yet. But today's why is actually something that you would have thought I would have covered, like, I don't know, 28 days ago, maybe 27 days ago. But it's why I'm a photographer. I know, right? Like the simplest thing. And I know I did why I shoot weddings. I think at one point I was going to do why I shoot portraits, but why I shoot portraits and why I shoot weddings is almost similarly the same, so I didn't. But why I am a photographer. So I decided to give you a little background about myself, a little bit more than what's on the About Me page, or All About Me page rather. And so basically, I've either spent my life in front of or behind a camera. My father, who is a pseudo-pro photographer, always took pictures of absolutely everything. I have like the craziest pictures of me in, oh my gosh, I could do a video of just my ridiculously crazy pictures. And I went to school for journalism, which is writing, which is why I sometimes mention writing all the time. Hated it because I actually like more of fiction, freelance, poetry type of writing more so than structured, you have to tell people point A through point B or through point D in this order type of thing. But what are you gonna do? Didn't realize that at the time. So took a couple of photography classes and liked it, but still, you know, photography is a hobby, right? Like my cousin said that I made a career out of a hobby, but that is a whole nother video of randomness. But anyway, was working in retail because I needed a job, and I liked working with customers, but I didn't always like all the aspects of retail, and I was looking for some type of change and going through my skills and what it was that I could do. And I ended up going to a major photography studio, which I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get into all of that, but I got hired there and trained to do it, and you know, it was fun. It was like very fun to be able to incorporate a lot of different things, because I could incorporate my artistic side, I can incorporate the fun of working with other people. I talk a lot, so that worked really well because, you know, you're in a photo studio and basically the photographer talks all the time. So it gave me a captive audience that could not leave because I was taking their pictures. And it was lots and lots of fun. I had fun, as well as, you know, it really started to touch me when people would come in and they're like, I'm not photogenic, which I personally think everyone has some photogenic quality to them, and I think they only say that to me just because they want me to feel better, like when the pictures are done. But, you know, when they would say that, and then they would see their pictures and they're just like, wow, you know, like, that's moving. And or like, you know, I would take pictures of their kids and they would just be so excited, you know, to see them and everything, and like it really began to touch me. And then a friend of mine asked me to take pictures for her wedding, and I didn't even have to use my own equipment, I could use her equipment, and that was the first rule that I learned in becoming a photographer, is always use your own equipment, because I was totally lost with her camera. But it was, oh my gosh, it was so exciting, and it was so much fun because, like, there's so much that goes on in a wedding that I had no idea. I'd gone to weddings my whole life. My mother was a pianist, and so she played for different weddings, like in church and other people's, you know, venues and what have you. And I was always there because I had to be. And like, no clue, you know, all of the different things that went into a wedding until I, you know, went and got a book, like Wedding Photographers Are Us, or How to Photograph a Wedding. I don't even remember the title of the book. It was like, I don't know, Wedding Photography for Dummies, maybe. And and it gave me a list of all the things that I need to take a picture of. The bride coming down the aisle, and the groom, and the cake, and the mother of the bride, and the father of the bride, the mother of the groom, father of the groom. It had like this whole list of stuff, and so I was trying to remember to get everything. But it was so, oh my gosh, it gave me a whole nother outlook on photography as well as on weddings and just everything. And I think I was hooked from like that moment on as far as taking pictures and being a photographer, because I was able to combine so much of who I am and the things that I love and my values, my beliefs, everything into working with clients and capturing their memories and preserving those memories for, you know, them, for their children, for their grandchildren, for everybody. And that is the main reason why I am a photographer, is because not only is it fun, because I think I've said that like 3 or 4 times, you know, not only can I talk a lot, and as a photographer I have a captive audience, because I do, and not just because, you know, it gives me flexibility and freedom to live a life that's, you know, not too shabby, I will say, but because it gives me the opportunity to meet new people and to capture their memories and their emotions and their special days, their everyday days, and preserve that for their children and their children's children and everybody, you know, because I recently, because I do genealogy, and actually it's not recent so much, it's maybe a year or 2 ago, I found a picture going through some of my aunt's old pictures that I think used to be my grandmother's, of my great-grandmother's mom. And I never met this woman, ever, in life. And this was like the only picture of her I think our whole family has. But to see her in this picture, I mean, I knew her name, I knew of her, I just heard stories, you know, as all children do about their ancestors and everything, but to see this picture, you know, like this tangible thing that I'm holding in my hand with this person, I don't know, it kind of made her real in a way that I don't think she really was before that. And so to think that I'm someone who can take part in making sure that someone else can have that type of experience 10, 20, 30, 50 years from now, that's a pretty awesome thing. So yeah, so those are the reasons that I'm a photographer. So if you have any other questions, any comments, anything, by all means leave them on any of my social media. And yeah, one day, tomorrow, that's it. We're done. And I will talk to you then. Alrighty. Bye.